Nearly every car battery sold in America comes from 3 or 4 manufacturers. Clarios, East Penn, and Exide make almost everything. Interstate, Diehard, Everstart, AC Delco, Motorcraft. Most of them roll off the same factory floors with different labels. So does that mean all batteries are the same? Not even close. The same factory produces wildly different quality tiers. The plate thickness changes. The AGM separator grade changes. The electrolyte formulation changes. The thermal management changes. A budget line and a premium line from the same plant are 2 completely different products. Even if the factory address is identical, that is what this video is actually about. Not brand loyalty, production tiers. And which ones are worth your money in 2026? The $30 tool that matters more than the brand. Before we rank a single battery, here is the most important thing in this entire video. A $25 to $40 battery maintainer will do more for your battery life than spending $300 on a premium brand. Ask any mechanic with 40+ years of experience, and they will tell you the same thing. Abuse kills batteries faster than brand. A $50 everstart with a 2-amp maintainer used once a month has been documented lasting 61 months. That is longer than many premium batteries last without maintenance. The protocol: charge a new battery overnight before installing. You have no idea how long it sat on a shelf. Clean posts every 6 months. If the vehicle sits more than a week, connect the maintainer. Never run a battery dead to zero. Do those 4 things, and almost any decent battery gives you 5+ years. Skip them, and even an Odyssey will disappoint you. Now, with that foundation in place, here are the batteries to avoid and the batteries to buy. Econocraft. Starting at the bottom. Consumer Reports ranked the Econocraft dead last in its entire battery group for reserve capacity. Not near the bottom, last. The warranty is 3 months. That is the manufacturer telling you exactly how much confidence they have in this product. A 3-month warranty is not a battery. It is a placeholder until your next breakdown. If budget is your only concern, keep reading. There are better options at nearly the same price. Everstart Value. But not all Everstart. Most people think Everstart is one battery. It is not. It is an entire lineup with massive quality differences. Everstart Value is the cheapest battery Walmart sells. Flooded lead acid, minimal construction, susceptible to sulfation. The 12 to 24-month failure window is documented, but Everstart Max is genuinely decent. And Platinum AGM is respectable. Millions of drivers get 5 to 8+ years from the Max line. There are documented cases of 13 years. Project Farm tested them, and Walmart came out well. The problem is that Value sits next to Max on the same shelf, looks nearly identical, costs $20 less, and most buyers grab the cheaper one without realizing they dropped 2 quality tiers. If budget is tight, Everstart Max is solid. Skip the Value line. Optima, the brand that died. If there is one brand everyone agrees on, it is this one. Optima was once the gold standard. Built in Colorado. Pure lead at 99.99%. Pre-acquisition batteries routinely lasted 8 to 10+ years. Then Johnson Controls acquired the brand, fired the scientists, swapped materials, and moved manufacturing to Mexico. Former plant workers have confirmed it. Original Colorado-built batteries lasted 20+ years. After Mexico, lucky to get 4. Drivers have paid over $250 for an Optima red top, only to see it die just past the 1-year warranty. Others have replaced 3 yellow tops in 3 years under warranty. You are paying premium price for a mid-tier product. The legend on the label is real. The product inside is not. Odyssey by Enersys. Odyssey does not run Super Bowl ads. What it does is deliver verified 10-year service life using thin plate pure lead technology developed for military and aerospace applications. There are documented Odyssey batteries with build dates from 2007 that lasted until 2024, 17 years. Units from 2014 are still running strong in 2026. CCA between 850 and 900 on flagship models. Reserve capacity 140 to 155 minutes. This is the battery fleet operators and military contractors specify because they cannot afford a failure. The price reflects the engineering. Expect $350 to $460 depending on group size. For drivers who hold vehicles long-term, the total cost of ownership makes this the cheapest battery on the list. DieHard Platinum AGM. One thing to get straight. DieHard Platinum AGM is made by Clarios. It is not an Odyssey rebranded. Odyssey is manufactured by Enersys. Different companies, different factories. DieHard Platinum earns its recommendation on its own specs. CCA up to 900 depending on group size. Reserve capacity up to 160 minutes. 4-year replacement warranty. One of the longest at retail. Full AGM construction compatible with start-stop systems. Real-world reports consistently show 8, 10, even 13 years from DieHard Platinum batteries. There is a 20-year-old DieHard Deep Cycle still running in a diesel pickup, available at Advance Auto Parts. One honest note. Warranty claims have occasionally been denied, and no brand is bulletproof, but the overall track record is strong. Interstate AGM. With a caveat. Interstate has been in the battery business since 1952, but here is what most people do not realize. Interstate is a distributor, not a manufacturer. Their batteries come from Clarios and Exide depending on region and date. The historical track record is strong. 7, 10, even 16 years is not uncommon for Interstate AGM, but quality has become inconsistent since approximately 2023 when some production shifted suppliers. Recent batches from certain retailers have shown failures as early as 24 months. Interstate AGM is still a solid choice, but check the date code, buy from a high turnover retailer, and keep your receipt. AC Delco Professional AGM. For GM vehicles, critical distinction. AC Delco Standard is a different and inferior product. AC Delco Professional AGM is GM's OEM-grade battery, calibrated to the exact electrical specs of Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, and Cadillac. Modern GM vehicles run ADAS, heated seats, cameras, and always-on modules. The BMS is calibrated for this specific battery. A generic replacement is a mismatch the computer registers before you feel it. Real-world service life of 7 to 13 years is consistently reported for professional AGM. For GM owners, this is the default correct answer. East Penn/Deca, the one most people miss. East Penn Manufacturing in Lyons, Pennsylvania, is the third major American battery manufacturer, and the one mechanics with 40-plus years of experience keep recommending. They produce Deca batteries and also manufacture for brands like Duracell Automotive, American-made, with a strong reputation among professional technicians. Mechanics who have tried Deca rarely go back to anything else. If supporting American manufacturing matters to you, East Penn is the name to know. Honorable mentions. 3 more brands that have earned loyal followings and deserve a spot on this list. NAPA Legend consistently delivers 5 to 7 years in both Florida heat and sub-zero winters. Even in vehicles that sit for months at a time, NAPA Legend holds up after 7+ years. Motorcraft, Ford's OEM battery. Mechanics with decades of experience call it the best battery they have ever used. 9 to 13 years of service is common. Duralast Gold from AutoZone. Not to be confused with base Duralast. 5 to 11 years of real-world service. Widely available and reasonably priced. Climate changes everything. A battery that lasts 8 years in Ohio might die in 3 in Phoenix. Extreme heat. Texas, Arizona, Florida. Heat kills batteries faster than cold. It accelerates plate corrosion and boils electrolyte. Prioritize AGM with thermal management. Expect 3 to 5 years even for premium batteries. Extreme cold. Montana, Minnesota, Alaska. CCA rating is everything. Match it to your coldest day, not the average. A battery rated 800 CCA at room temperature delivers roughly half that at -20. Moderate climates. Any quality AGM performs well. Focus on maintenance and date codes. 3 checks before you buy. First, the manufacturer date code on the case. Never buy a battery that has sat on a shelf longer than 6 months. Sulfation starts the moment acid hits the plates. Second, AGM versus flooded. If your vehicle has start-stop technology, and most built after 2015 do, you need AGM. A flooded battery in a start-stop system is a failure waiting to happen. And if your car came with AGM from the factory, never downgrade to flooded. The charging system is calibrated for AGM profiles. Third, before blaming a dead battery, test your alternator. A failing alternator will kill any brand of battery in months. The battery starts the car. The alternator keeps everything running. If one is weak, the other pays the price. Brand matters less than production tier. Production tier matters less than maintenance. And maintenance matters less than most people want to admit. A $25 maintainer on a decent mid-range battery will outperform a $400 premium battery that sits dead in a garage for weeks. Take care of what you buy, and it will take care of you on the morning it matters most. Drop your battery brand, years of service, and climate zone in the comments. Real data from real drivers beats any ranking list.